What's up, champions? I'm Jax, this is J&D Creations, and today you are joining me for a very, very special episode. We hit 100 projects. That's right, 100 projects on the J&D Creations channel over the last 2.5 years. Now, there's more than 100 videos on my channel because I've done some lives and I've done some videos that aren't really projects. But this is my 100th project. So, in light of that, I was thinking, we need to do something ridiculous for this build. But then I thought, hang on a minute, this channel is all about a DIY home workshop and trying to help people who are just starting out. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna make a project that I should have made on day one. We're gonna turn some pens. Everything that I use in today's video, including the hardware, the tools, all the accessories, I'm gonna have a link in the description below for all of it. I'm also gonna let you know each individual piece's product code at Carbatec, so that if you wanna go in store and check it out, you know exactly what you're looking for. Everything I use today you can find at Carbatec apart from my carbide cutters, but they've got suitable alternatives. If you're new here and this is the first J&D Creations video you've caught, I would absolutely love it if you click that subscribe button and ring that little notification bell. And to all my regular viewers, let's go and celebrate 100 builds. So what you saw me using here were the Nova pen jaws. Now, I think it's pretty safe to assume that if you're attempting to turn pens, that you have a lathe. The pen jaws aren't essential to pen turning, however they make it really easy to center that blank and drill it out. Obviously, you could use a drill press for this process if you wanted to. The drill chuck on this end of my lathe is known as a Jacob's chuck, and that allows me to mount up a 7mm drill bit and hollow the pen blank out, ready to accept the inner tube that needs to go in. That process is all those pen jaws are used for. We don't actually turn the pen using them. Now, I have added an extra step into my pen turning process that I haven't seen in any other videos. Normally when you're turning a pen, you take your pen blank, you take the inner tube for the style of pen that you're using, you mark your pen blank with a little bit of overhang for 2 sets of tubes, and you cut it and then drill through. What I find happens when you do this is that the drill bit on the lathe goes all the way through the piece of pen blank and it blows out the other side. Often when you're using these acrylic blanks or you're using brittle burl, a large chunk will blow off the back, rendering your piece effectively too short. So what I do is add an additional cut step into my process. I will take my blanks, which as you can see are obviously far too big for just 2 sections, and I'll cut them straight in half like you saw me do on the bandsaw before. I'll then drill those 2 halves out as deep as I can on the lathe. Just like this piece here, as you can see I've drilled into that face, but it hasn't broken through the end. I'll then take my inner tube, I will measure out how much I need, and I will cut off the sealed end. This will expose the drilled section on both sides of the blank, and it'll save the blowout. It is one extra step, but trust me, it saves a lot of drama when you're using your barrel trimmer later down the track to level these blanks off. So I'm going to use some 60 grit sandpaper here just to rough up these tubes so that we get the best adhesion we can with the CA glue to the wood or acrylic blank. This is quite an important step to ensure the longevity of your pen. is just how easy it is to lose all that work. That's why I don't turn many pens. In the beginning there were 8. Only 4 made it through though. Just goes to show that even beginner projects aren't always that easy. I am super impressed with the ones that I wound up with though. Especially this one that I finished last minute that I really didn't think was gonna turn out. I don't even know what the wood is in this one. This one's a beautiful piece of gold-filled burl, and these are pre-made acrylic blanks that I got from Carbatec. This one's my favorite out of this batch, I think. As you can see, turning pens can be quite intricate work. It is quite fiddly in stages, which is why I don't always enjoy it. I think it's a great rite of passage for turners to be able to achieve a beautiful looking pen. You can sell them and make a bit of money from your turning. And let's face it, everyone always needs pens. Like, they're super handy just to have everywhere. I used custom grit to finish up these pens and then applied the custom wax. You don't necessarily have to use a food safe finish on pens, obviously, because they're not designed to go in your mouth. Inevitably, some clown is going to put one in their mouth one day, and if they get sick, I don't want them to be able to sue me. Everything that I use for this process is linked down in the description below. There is also a discount code down there for all of Custom Creations finishes, so if you want to start pen turning, everything you need is down there. Given that this is the 100th build on my channel, I want to give a shout out to any OG viewers out there and get you guys to comment down below the word OG. That'll let me know if you've been around since my very first video came out. It has been an absolute journey these last 2.5 years. I started this channel with 52 videos in 52 weeks, which was just absolutely insane of a schedule. And the entire workshop has just changed so much. My camera equipment's changed, my editing programs have changed, my editing style has changed. Everything just keeps growing, and there is more to come. So if you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you get on the bandwagon, hit that subscribe button and ring your notification bell. That's it for me today, guys. Until next time, stay safe, look after yourself, and I will see you on the next one.